is all about the book. This is actually a really, I think that everybody says, this is the most important project I've worked on. But honestly, out of all the books that I've done, this is my 6th. I know you guys own all of them. Wasn't that fun? But out of all the books that I've done, this one really was the one that just kind of, I don't know, maybe because it's the last book in this group that I've been working with. I don't know what it is, but it started as just a thing with my son Hunter and I. Hunter was getting ready to go to college. Now, granted, we started this book 2 years ago. That's how long it takes to get a book done, at least when you're in the Fieri camp it does. But it took 2 years, and what it was, it really started as my publisher saying to me, what are you doing at home? What have you guys been cooking recently? And I said, well, we've been doing a lot of things that are getting Hunter ready for school. And that was my first pitch. I said, why don't we make a book about cooking in the dorms? And she said, well, what about for all the people not in the dorms? Cooking with your microwave then. But, so it kind of worked into it. She said, well, what are you teaching them? What's going on? I said, well, and it kind of is what we do at my house anyways. My wife doesn't cook very much. She's a good cook, but she doesn't cook very much. She thinks all that prep is so ridiculous. But so what I do is a lot of times if I'm roasting off a chicken on a Sunday night, I'll roast off 2 chickens or maybe 3 chickens. And then I'll take that, and then if I'm going to make farro is one of my favorite things in the world. If I'm going to make farro, then I'll just make extra farro. And we don't use leftovers in the Fieri house, just so you know. Leftovers, that's a bad word, leftovers. Unless it's chicken piccata, and that's okay. But leftovers don't work, so we make things in a way that they could be cross-utilized. So that's what we do in the restaurant business. You know, we're cooking something off. We don't just use chicken breast for one dish. We use it for a couple dishes. And so that's kind of what I've been doing at home. And I didn't even really put it together that that's what was going on. And so I kind of was telling her about that. And she's like, it's an awesome book. I'm like, no, seriously? She goes, no, this is how everybody, it's more economical. Everybody's searching for time. I mean, time is the commodity right now. If you got everything else but time. We're trying to put time back on the clock. And so that's how the book came about. So it was really, really a labor of love. This fun recipes, like, quick little fast ones, and some that have a little bit more depth, like we do the pressure cooker. Who owns a pressure cooker? Woo! Okay. Yeah. The same people have been drinking. That's right. I know you because you're my friends. But the pressure cooker is one of the big things we've been talking about. It's so funny, we've been out doing these promos with these different groups, and we talk about the recipes we want to do, and nobody wants to do the pressure cooker. They say, people don't own it. But I say, I am on a one-man mission to get you to get a pressure cooker. I'm really serious. I'm going to say this to you right now, and then we got to go sign. And I'm holding up. I'll sign all my other books later. Usually I come here and make you wait and sign, or that's what people do. I'm not. I'll let you go home, and then I'll stay next year. But because I'm late. But these pressure cookers, I got to tell you about them. They're scary. I agree with you. They make the noise. Mom had one that and it hissed, and you're like, oh gosh, I'm going to stay away from it. Listen, these things have so many release valves. If it gets too hot, it will release. Have I ever done that? Yes, I've done that. And it's not pretty, but the thing is you're cooking at medium temperature, at medium heat, and you could cook yourself a chicken and make chicken stock 35 minutes. You could take a pork butt, break it down into 4 pieces, season it, sear it off, throw it in the pressure cooker, 45 minutes. So you got tender, pull-apart pork. Who owns a pressure cooker? Am I telling the truth? I'm telling the truth, right? The truth. And you can buy them cheap. So if there's one thing you take away from today, besides the extra books and the things you shoplift, make sure you take away. Not going to be invited back. Make sure you take away that understanding that pressure cooker is really a piece of equipment that you need to get. That and a really good mandolin, but we'll talk about that in a book to come. Okay? So anyhow, any questions? No? Good. We're gonna, if you have your phone, you're gonna hand your phone off to somebody, and they'll probably keep it. They'll hand it off. Make sure you don't have your flash on, so it doesn't do a goofy picture. And no, I'm not gonna do the rocker pose with you and stick my tongue out. I leave that up to the professionals. You know who you are. All right? So this is gonna be a nice time, and I thank you guys very much for coming out. Okay? I had some big departure and I was going to go to another room, but I'll be right here in case anybody's looking for me. Do we have any music? Whose birthday is it? But now people it's everybody's birthday, right? So you're going, no, we don't have music? Reed, get your cell phone over here. Get us some things. Gotta have music. See, I like that. What do you want? Who knows how to sing? Me. Let's get to the little hawk master real quick.